Yes, they won onye ọbụla ga-amụ ntị Chukwu gozie Gabriel bọọlụ nọ na. So n'ụbọchị taa na inside this video or this comment I'm putting in this video today, so I want to speak a little about the formation of the Umufakaja Union. So the little I know about it is starting from the time I became like an adult, I began to know things that was happening around me. So after the war, so it was like that union became necessary because there was need for Mufakaja to gather together. We prayed, we thank God for seeing us through the civil war, and we didn't have a kind of enormous casualties resulting from people that went to war and they didn't return. We gathered together, we prayed, we thanked God, and then that was how and then we made merries. So sharing, I remember very fine different from different kitchens. Aga sharing, shutara, pafra, it was like a carnival, the family carnival where we met together to celebrate. So it was a good thing, but as far as life is concerned, every good thing doesn't last. It is the bad thing that takes more position in our lives and stays longer. So good things doesn't last. So at that time, the elders of Mufakaja and Dinkemere established the union. Also decided because they moved to find other means of livelihood, which pointed towards Lagos. So a lot of our family members moved to Lagos. So this was where those the founding members who saw that union was very very effective in trying to unite the family also extended it in Lagos. So and that time it was also not because of the practice of the fact that union has survived in the village. It also helped us to be able to counter the racial segregation which was meted out towards the Igbo people in Lagos at that time, because after the war, Ndi Yoruba did not actually receive the Igbo people with open arms. So we needed to have a kind of union that will bring the Igbo people, Ndi, especially within different age grades, different unions. And every Sunday there was a lot of activities. Different people are staging their own union to bring them together. All this was done to be able to see that families stay together. So thank God those founding members of Umofakaja had that idea of establishing Umofakaja as a union in Lagos. So that was when you had people that Ndedika, Opem Livinus, Opem Leo, Opem Shulo, Papam, and others. So they were the strong members of or the senior members of Umofakaja in Lagos at that time. So and to be able to see that we not only are we just gathering to pray and celebrate, they was also impose some kind of contributions towards every members of that union. So ana ego I am the treasurer doji ego be able to use this money for keeps. Adi ama nwere something again to support any member of the kindred. So after that time, Umufakaja began to show that yes, we are standing as one person, we are standing as one family, we are not segregating against anybody. Even some of our nephews from distant families were also integrated into Umufakaja because yes, they are part of it. So we brought them in. They sat in the meetings with us. We incorporated them as part of Umufakaja and be able to see that in case anything happens, then we take them along. So Chukwemena Nyebere, I am some of these members in now in position to be able to give assistance to the families. So people like Open Livinus, I remember very fine going to his house at Olodia Papa, all age, Monday and the passage, Chibodo, Hefo, Hejono. They'll be able to stay like that until they raise some money and they'll be able to rent their own houses. Open Leo, the same thing. So I remember very fine going to Open Leo's house. I remember I met Cyril there, I met IG there, myself is there, plus Nde Kogoya. So those kind of, the level of generosity that was demonstrated by these founding members was something that was missing as time went on, and they begin to see that now those people now have established that union, and their role in making sure that Omofakaja stays together. Anya mana gi ami ebia Lagos ado eginye ga address onye genye ga address ya o gamaje meet openly o gamaje meet openly Venus gamaje meet onye deba you, and then you go there, you get assistance. Some of them started working, some of them started doing some things like business or other things after they have been able to do some little job and save up money. Kadembeji Hajia, where did they get accommodation? They stay with this our uncles. So this is it. So Yauruma, if there was anything that I can say that I learned from following my father to attend meetings, it is that I begin to allow that love, unity, and peace, which those people were preaching, that allow it to be transferred into me. I mean, as a person, I love it and I acknowledge it and I received it. So arụkọcha ego a ewere ego a na-edota shadi ama nwere ndị ga-enwe problems with hospital bills, ma any of our relatives or got bereaved, I got to the village, and other kind of things that might happen to us was necessary for us to be able to see that yes, from this union we are able to take care of our peoples. So the venue of that meeting was shifted from place to place. Like as I said, Leo at I remember the time he was living somewhere at is it Olatalewa in Sulere in Lawansin. So Yamuvo again to another part of Adelabu. So when he moved there, we started to go there to attend the meeting. Move for the Neja Papa, move for the Neje Shogule, Ebeke Cyril, move for the Neje Ebeke Anote, move for the Neje Ebeke Onoa, no move for the Wede at Itire, Ebeke Papa. So we were moving it at that time, and be able to allow everybody to participate so that you don't feel like you cannot be able to do anything to support your family. Whatever you can be able to do, you present it to your family and you sit there down, be able to socialize. So we were eating together in the same pot, we were celebrating, doing everything together as one family until things begin to change. So in my other videos, things that I observe that has brought about changes due to the fact that now the founding members of this kindred, Ndinke the solid, Ndinke the strong, people like Opem Levinos, people like Opem Leo, Ndinka age of Amana, and their level of participation has begun to a kind of shrink. And those younger ones who are now taking opportunities and showing that yes, they are going to be the new chairman and the new this and this, begin to introduce foreign ideas that is not that was not meant to bring about, to foster unity and peace in this family, begin to crawl in. So I will begin to talk about it, and then for anybody to know, and this was around that kind of a year, 1980. By 1980, this Umofakaja as a union began to be politicized, began to, it began to feel like something that the racial segregation, we are running away from the Yorubas, begin to be something that we are going to be encountering within our own family, within the kindred of Umofakaja. Differences, cracks are people now begin, you cannot begin to see things because people, those founding members are the people that speaks the truth, people that were stood on the path of development, people that stood on the path of progress of Umofakaja. They begin to wear off, they begin to begin to retire, and then lies begin to come. People begin to be afraid of telling the truth. People begin to import ideas that is not channeled towards the survival of members of Umofakaja, and how this is going to affect us as unified kindred. We now determine from what comes in later. So I will be able to speak about those things in other part of my video. But for now, this is what I just have to say. But I am disappointed that my father was able to introduce me to Umofakaja. That this is where these are your people. This is where you are born, and these are people that you should rely upon in terms of need and in terms of whatever that is coming to you. Don't go to the Yorubas. Don't go to the Hausas. Go to your people. Don't just go to ordinary Igbo people. Ha mkpadịla gị lekwa ụmụnna gị ihe ndị ga-emeti. So ebe ọla dị meeting na-adafụta ọ na-adafụ Ashogwule, ọ na-adafụta Papa, ọ na-adafụta Adelabu, or wherever this meeting is going to be held, Papa m will always take me there. Ma anyị nwere ego moto, ma anyị enweghị ego moto, anyị were okwu were jiga Jedward there, attend the meeting and they stay with them. And there are things that I have learned, and there are things that my father has put into me. I have taken those things. They have become a help. They became factors that actually supported and like became part of my life. Made mistake. That is because I took opportunity of what my father has taught me, and it has not paid me very well. So I regret it, but I may not be able to regret it totally because my father didn't have any bad intention in introducing me to his family, where he was a true son of the soil. And that is where, and in my next video, I'm going to be explaining different kind of things that happened or that was happening, how we started it, and then how we began to destroy it. I mean, the union of Umofakaja as beginning from the year 1980 and then up to the standard at which it is today. So anya onye ọla lekwa anya na otu Umofakaja jiri dị otu ha chiji nọrọ, yes, will agree with me that all is not well. So I thank you for listening, and please, I will see you again in my next video. Thank you.